Hi, this is Denise LaFrance, Certified Women's Coach with Emerge Into You Coaching. I'm often asked how to get past the fear of rejection when thinking about coming out to family or to close friends. So I'd like to take a few minutes today and talk about that. Talking to somebody about something as personal as your sexual orientation is really hard. And while it can be made easier if you do some work around how you feel about it, and yourself before you come out, there's really always going to be some anxiety around coming out and your fear of rejection. So don't expect that to go away fully. Many of us know what we think we can expect from people. We do that in our relationships all the time. I'd like to share with you a story about a mom and her 29-year-old daughter who I talked to recently. The mom was raised as a very devout Catholic in a very religious home and raised her daughter the same way. Her daughter was 29 years old. Her name, I will call her Kate. And when she came out to her mom about 2 years ago, her mom had a very strong initial reaction. She rejected her daughter, she rejected her life, and for a while had no contact. But through the process of personal growth and a year's time, she actually reached out to PFLAG, which is Parents and Friends of Lesbians and Gays, who is a wonderful resource for parents and friends and other relatives. And she actually today is heading up one of the PFLAG chapters in the Northeast. She has a great relationship with her daughter and also her daughter's new partner. So as this shows you, initial reactions and what you think you can expect sometimes end up being different than what actually happens. So this was a really happy ending to their particular story around coming out. And while we all would love to have happy endings, we know that they don't always happen. So I'd like to give you a few things to think about when considering coming out and the reaction that you might get from somebody that you're talking to. The first thing that I'd like to say is, as I've said in other video blogs, is to always think safety first. If you think that there is any risk of your physical safety, or if you're a minor, I really recommend that you reach out and you get some professional advice and assistance before you come out. You really don't want to end up homeless or hurt. So call and talk to a local organization like PFLAG or some other gay support agency, or a hotline if you have one in your area. And you can find all of them by searching online. If you think about hiding who you are for the rest of your life, I bet it would feel pretty rotten. And part of what I'd like for you to remember is that sometimes the fear of rejection, and even rejection itself, can be less painful for you in the long run than living a lie and hiding who you are for the rest of your life. It's something to consider. And remember the fact that people really don't know how to react to something like that. Crying or expressing anger or shock are not 100% indicators of how things are going to end up in the long run. They're initial reactions. And as hard as it is to have that initial reaction facing you, you really need to be good about giving your loved one time to process what they're hearing. A lot of times people do come around, but it takes time. And just as it's taken time for you to process it yourself, it will take them time as well. So if you have found that your loved one is having a difficult time, my advice would be to get some information about PFLAG or an organization like that. I really recommend them, obviously. They have brochures and things like that available that you can actually leave around the house, or you can directly talk to them and ask them to get help. There are other parents who are going through similar things, and other friends of gay folks who are going through similar things, and there's a lot of value in talking about how you're feeling. And I think that that's the value of having somebody reach out to other parents who are going through a similar circumstance. So pain and sometimes rejection are unfortunately a part of our human experience. Constantly remind yourself that if someone rejects you because of your sexual orientation, it's really about their fear and their lack of understanding. It's not about you being deviant or sinful or wrong. Getting to the point of your believing that before you talk to your loved one can really help to lessen any pain that you might be feeling with any rejection that you might be experiencing. The other advice I have is to reach out and gain support from other LGBT members in your community. There are so many people who have been through what you are going through, and it's really powerful to share coming out stories with other gay people. There's a lot of support to be had in your own community, and it's a great thing for you to reach out, and I can help you to locate those people if you need help. I hope your experience is a good one, and many are, but please be prepared for the fact that it might not be, at least initially, a good experience. And know that there are support agencies and sources out there for you, and you shouldn't have to go through any of this alone. If you have pride in who you are as a person, a whole person, and if you honor the fact that you love other women, then rejection might hurt just a little bit less. So I hope this information has been helpful for you today. If you'd like to speak to me one-on-one, please feel free to call me or email me. My contact information is either at the end of this video, or you can go to my website, which I hope you will do, at emergeintoyou.com. And I hope you will be well, take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you very much. Bye.